GarBear Games, and welcome to another edition of the GarBear Review. Today, we're going over the horror movie The Woman in Black 2. Yes, unfortunately, they decided to make a second one. Now, if you do not remember the first one, it was with Daniel Radcliffe, basically coming off his Harry Potter stint and his Broadway stint in New York. Uh, this was actually kind of interesting because Woman in Black 2, nobody knew if it was a prequel or a sequel, but after the entirety of the film, it ends up being a prequel, I guess. It was written by John Crocker. If you don't really know him, don't worry. He hasn't really done anything big until like this, really, I guess. Then again, uh, it's also directed by Tom Harper. Again, nothing really big from him. Nothing big per se, I guess, until this. So basically, you have a couple newbies coming onto the big screen. He's done a lot of miniseries, and he worked on. It was like a miniseries on War and Peace, I believe, right, Jake? Yeah, it was like a miniseries on War and Peace, and so look out on that, I guess. There's also we are here for one reason, one reason only. The Woman in Black sequel. So that pretty much a sequel that nobody wanted. I know I didn't. I don't know if you guys asked for it, but I certainly did not ask for it. Honestly, nobody asked for this. I know. I did this. They basically did this film as a push. It wasn't even. Everything seemed forced. Everything seemed like it really didn't fall into place because and even in the movie I didn't really know if it was going to be a prequel or a sequel because there wasn't really any mention other than not even the entity that was in this movie, and it kind of pissed me off because if you know me, if you've seen my stuff, if you know me personally, you know that I like the unknown, the supernatural stuff, and I actually go into really big detail with it, and this actually had nothing for me. I was actually really upset about it. um, but then again, there's a lot to be upset about this movie because it just sucked. Basically, there's nobody in it really famously. At least in my opinion, I've never really seen anybody. I really don't know the cast as much as I did from the first one, even though there's only one person. Excuse me, and it was Daniel Radcliffe. Other than that, it was pretty much of a wash. Uh, if you do see it, I will say this: there's a lot of jump scares, so be aware of that. It's not really scary at all. I mean, not even a lick of scariness unless you're like really like easily scared. It was also very predictable. It wasn't really written well. You kind of can see where they were going to go with the story. You can predict who's going to die, who's going to live. Even if you saw the technically the first one, uh, it really doesn't connect that well. So you don't really have to see the first one unless you really want to. In my opinion, the Daniel Radcliffe one was, I can't believe I'm gonna say this, was better than this one, but it was only because that it was only really one actor going against one entity or many entities, I guess, in the house. This had a bunch of children with two teachers and a pilot. You'll get why I did that before when you watch it. But other than that, it's just bland. It's jump scary. It's not even that good. Honestly, I am not recommending it at all. It was just bad in every aspect you could think of. The writing alone, just like I said before, it was predictable, and it was just, I can't even speak right now because I can't even tell you on how bad it was. Like, you had to physically see how bad this was in order to actually know how bad this was. So yeah, I'm not recommending this film, but what I am recommending you guys do is check out my channel. Make sure there's a lot of new things coming. We're going to be doing, I believe in 2 weeks or in a couple weeks. I know we're doing a video game challenge where me and my couple of my friends are gonna be playing like Halo, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers. Oh yeah, stuff like that. If you do have any recommendations for video games to play, especially co-op games, please leave them in the comments below or send me a message. Uh, I will put everything down in the description below. Make sure you guys stay tuned for our next adventure because I believe we're going to go with Sherlock into the Imitation Game. We're going to go back to World War II. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Bye!